All right, so start your new project, name it Platformer. Now we're going to use a 1080p landscape because we have some high resolution art that I'm gonna give to you in an asset folder later. So go ahead and keep it like that and click create. Now, one thing I want you to do whenever you're adding all of your obstacles, your players, your enemies, I want you to start out first by just adding generic sprites because we can build on this game later by doing the same thing. So if we take a sprite, I'm going to name it player. I'm going to insert it. Now I'm just going to add a block of color. That's all I want. And I'm going to resize it just for this 100 by 100. Say OK. And now we have our player here. Now we have to give it two behaviors or a couple behaviors. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to edit. Excuse me. I'm going to come over here and add a behavior. Say add new behavior. We want it to be a platform movement. So we've got movements here. We got platform, add, and then we want to add the scroll to effect. Add. So now I'm going to test this out because it should just drop down and go all the way to the bottom. There we go. So it's moving, it's scrolling too. The next thing I want you to do is insert a new sprite and create your platforms. The platforms will be how you jump from one area to the next. Again, just add color to it, and then we can resize this to be, I don't know, 250 by 100, just to get a platform out there. You can stretch and resize this. Now remember that trick where we can hold down Command or Control if you're not on a Mac, and basically drag and make multiple copies. Right. So we have this platform. Now if we tried to play it right now, you'll just fall through them and die. So we have to add a behavior to our platforms here. Now we can come over here to the object type for the family and right click and say edit behaviors. Add new behavior, and we're going to call that a solid. So once you've added that, you should see that you fall on top of it. Now you don't have to add any other controls at this point in time because you have it as a platform movement, but our jump's not very strong. So what you might want to do is click on the player and change your jump strength. Something like 800 looks good. All right, and when we play that, you should jump a lot higher. You should be able to get up over onto these platforms. Next thing, insert new object, another sprite. You can name it enemy. And we can make it like a tiny little green block or something. So we'll give it a size of 50. Press OK. And you can give that a behavior as well, like maybe we want these to move around. So we edit the behavior, add a behavior, and we'll give it an orbit movement. So we can test this out and look. So that's spinning around, and you'd have to dodge it. And then, of course, on your event sheet, you'll put on collision with player, destroy player, or if you have a life system, you can do that as well. Now, the last thing that we need to do, we need to insert a warp zone. So it's a new sprite, and I'll just name it next level. We'll put it in there, make it yellow. Put it right here. All right, so on our layouts, we can right click and we can duplicate and make several different layouts. And once you have it all in there nice, you can change up, you can add more enemies, right? Or you can take and change how the platforms are. I didn't mean to copy. So maybe you want to make the platform style a little bit different. And then maybe on this fourth layout we go to, we'll just add a bunch of different enemies, make it really difficult or something. So there's one event sheet line that is very important to us going from level to level. I know that's going to be new to you, so what you're going to do is you're going to make a new event, and you're going to say when the player on collision with another object, next level. What do we want it to do? Well, we want it to go to the system and we want to go to the next layout. And now let's test it out from layout number 1. Of course, we don't have any collisions, so we should be able to finish this easily, right? We don't have to worry about the enemy. And we've gone to the second level. Third level. I don't know why I'm dodging this because it doesn't matter. Fourth level, and then when we go to the last level, notice nothing happens. The reason nothing happens is because there is no next level to go through. So at the end of your game, you would probably want to duplicate the layout and then add a, insert a text or some sort of graphic that says, hey, congratulations, you won. Congrats, you won.